Greetings. I'm Mark Carven, Managing Director of the Midwest Minority Think Tank, and welcome once again to the Black Thinkers Series, an episode of the Black Thinkers Series. And we want to focus today on focus during adversity. One of the keys to getting a solution out to your constituency and gaining the benefit that you will most want and most desire from a campaign or initiative or any movement, you must be able to focus during adversity. Adversity will come, opposition will come, change brings about confrontation. That does not have to always be in the form of aggression or violence, but the mere fact that change moves one group from one position to another, or individuals from certain status quo to a new plateau, or even a new direction. And so adversity will arise. And so you must be able to focus during adversity because you have to make decisions not based on your emotions of whether you are being rejected or accepted. So you have to be able to focus during adversity because there will be challenges. Internal adversity will come because things that you had planned did not necessarily go according to plan. And therefore, you have to be flexible and you have to make a decision that will work for the overall advancement of your initiative. And so, with that, you have to be able to determine what succeeds or fails. You have to be able to determine what succeeds or fails. And that does not have to be from an external source. Criticism is good. Do not dismiss criticism because uh, constructive criticism can be very helpful. Even the criticism that is hurled at you from a mean-spirited projection, you need to still look at it, evaluate it, because there may be some adjustments that you can make going forward that will counter that criticism, neutralize that criticism, or even turn that criticism into an advantage for you to improve your initiative and your concept. So, in order to determine what succeeds or fails, you have to monitor your progress. You have to keep on top of what it is that you're doing and make note of your progress. And if you're making the benchmark, meeting the benchmark that you have set, then you're making progress. You have to monitor that progress. And you have to stay aware of the facts, not the emotion, but stay aware of the facts, what is really going on around you. Note those facts, document those facts, but be aware of those facts. So, in order to determine what succeeds or fails, you have to monitor your progress, stay aware of the facts, and at all times retain knowledge of your initiative. You cannot get caught up in what is going on around you and personal opinions of others or the political correctness sometimes. If you have a belief in your initiative and what it is that you're doing, then you have to retain knowledge of the initiative and listen to other people's suggestions. This is not to mean that you operate in a vacuum. You can still hear the information that others expound upon or espouse, but you have to retain a knowledge of the initiative. And above all, you have to maintain personal involvement. You can't outsource everything because of a vision or mission. You have to maintain a personal involvement. You can't give it away. You have to make sure that you know what it is that you're seeking. And opportunities must be validated. You have to validate your progress, and you can't just document your progress. You have to validate your progress, and by that, you have to make sure that your documentation it validates something that's in tune with your initiative, which really is an opportunity and not just noise. So you have to be able to at all times validate your progress to make sure that what is taking place and being documented is really real progress, because you can document things, you should document everything, but you are validating your progress, because if you're not validating your progress, you can be moving in the wrong direction, or not making the necessary adjustments or changes that are required for you to reach the outcome that you desire. And you have to know persistence, and you have to employ a systemic methodology. Even your change mechanism has to have systemic methodology. And when you make adjustment, what is that process like? How that brings you back to the validation of your progress, because you don't make changes simply because things aren't going the way you want them to go at that moment. So you must employ a systemic methodology in terms of how you're going to make change. And that comes from persistence. So that each time you make an adjustment, it goes through the same process that you have in place to make sure that you're staying on course with your overall initiative. So persistence, whatever your standards are, whatever your mechanism that you have in place to make changes, make adjustments, even your redesign, you must have a systemic methodology when you take on these things. And then this allows you to carefully plan to avoid or eliminate errors. You can take one error and make a grave error out of it if you're making changes simply on impulse, or you're making changes out of emotions or out of public opinion. So you must be persistent and employ a systemic methodology even in making your changes. Opportunities occur within different combinations. There is no one method. So the one way that you can say that opportunities are going to come when you're doing a group mesh, or when you're doing an initiative that requires greater involvement. Your opportunities may not come on your graph. The opportunities may come with a combination of things. So you have to be open to new things uh, and new opportunities when they come your way. And so opportunities do not come with a stamp of A, B, and C. Opportunities are like the algebra project, that the algebra problem that you gained in elementary school, middle school, or high school, where X was given and Y was not, but you had to find out what the sum of Z was. And so opportunities come with you having some information, being able to solve the algebraic equation presented to you by life. And when you're able to do that, you're able to move forward, because opportunities occur within different combinations. I'm Mark Carven, Managing Director of the Midwest Minority Think Tank, and once again sharing with you on the Black Thinker series. And we want you to be able to focus during adversity. This is how you move to solutions. This is how you resolve problems. This is how conundrums are eliminated, and you're able to overcome hurdles and opposition when you're able to focus during adversity. Once again, I'm Mark Carvin, Managing Director of the Midwest Minority Think Tank.